wonky lately. Like it's showing me things I've never seen before, trying to confuse me. I ain't gonna have it. I ain't gonna give in. I'm gonna keep working at it until I figure it out. Is this lunch? What time is the day for you guys where you're watching from all over? You've got some people here from Texas. It's telling me to pin a comment on my live. I'm just gonna have to screenshot this and ask my Facebook person what does that mean? Yeah. So if you're new to the page, welcome. I'm Julie Samaco, owner of Southern Charm Wreaths, where we make beautiful wreaths and teach you how to make and sell them. I have a quick wreath that I have to make for a custom order, not a custom order, but an order that was placed, and now I've got to fill it. So I thought I would come on here and do a quick little live for you guys. We have Annetta is over on YouTube. Myrtle Beach is in the house representing. Man, this would be a nice day to be on the beach. It's 80 here, or close to it. Y'all, this is what I just finished up in our Wreath Making of the Month Club group. Isn't that cute? It's such a fun little spring wreath. I love all of the colors and the combinations. It's a little larger, which is perfect because some people like the larger wreaths. Let me get that out of the way. And I'm going to bring the camera down just a bit. So this is just going to be a really quick video. And let's see how much we can see. New York's in the house, Louisiana. Y'all, if you've never used rustic wire, it is a game changer. So this is what I like to use for my hangers on the back. I do like to put a hanger on the back only because I have seen customers hang my wreaths, and it's just a little disheartening when they put it upside down. So I'm like, here's a hanger, that's the top. So I'm going to go ahead and get my hanger cut out of my rustic wire. This is a really pretty and such a simple design. I've got this all green wreath, okay? So what I do, this is just something that a lot of the experts don't tell you, but especially like florists, they will start with one of these wreaths that are pre-made, and they go through and add florals to it in order to make a quick design for their shops. And I'm like, well, why can't we do that too? So that's what we do. With some of our really quick designs, we'll start with a pre-made wreath, and then we can go through and add it and make it our own. So I just go through and I just basically touch all these little pieces. We want to make sure to get them good and wake up. We got to wake them up. Make them come to life. Bennettsville, South Carolina, that's close to me. Denver, North Carolina. I know where that is. I know where that is. I have been there a few times. All right, let's go through and do this one more. I think we got one more to do. This is made on an angel hair, that's pasta. Angel vine wreath. All right, so you see how I just go through and I fluff it up or fluff it out. I'm just going to put my little wreath hanger on the back, and then we can get to designing. We are getting ready for the weekend, the summer. I am going to be recording a video this weekend for our Wreath of the Month Club group to give to them at the end of the month. Let me zoom up on the easel. And bring it forward. We're going to have to move you, Peter Cottontail. I'm running out of room. I've got to list 2 more Easter wreaths on Etsy. Let me find a place to put him. Actually 3. I just see 3 things I've got to list on Etsy still. I'm going to pull this up on the wreath easel. There we go. I like to get my wreaths vertical so that I can see them just a little bit better. Hey, Kara. Here is our snowball hydrangeas. I love snowballs. I cannot wait to plant a snowball bush in my new home. I'm just going to trim all these off. So here in my zone, I can grow a snowball bush. It blooms a couple of times in the year. It's a form of hydrangea, I think. It's called a snowball hydrangea, right? So the wire cutters I use, Connie, are called Greenlee. Okay, so we've got our hydrangea, 1 stem. It's just 1 stem of our hydrangea, and I'm going to go through and add this on our wreath, just like I teach in our Wreath of the Month Club group. You start on one side. And then you're going to go to the opposite side. Let's see where I want this guy. Let's get this bent up just a little bit. All right, so we've got that. I'm just dipping it in the hot glue. Y'all you're wreath makers on here, any wreath makers on here that have their Etsy shops or their craft shows they go to, don't y'all just love those quick designs that come together really fast? Hey, Martha, I am well. Sunny Florida. What's the weather there? I mean, I know it's sunny, but what's the temperature? Y'all, believe it or not, I have sold a couple of fall wreaths that I have to go to the warehouse and dig out. They've been, because it's not fall, currently selling, so I have to take it usually to the warehouse. And so now that they've sold in my Etsy shop, I've got to go find them so I can ship them. All right, we've got one more. I'm going to do this one over here. See how we've just positioned our little snowballs? And then now I'm going to incorporate this wild rose. Melly Mel's coming to Wreath Makers Live. Yes, yes, yes. She's talking about Wreath Makers Live. I cannot wait. If anyone is interested, go to wreathmakerslive.com. We've got a few more seats, and I'm excited. It's going to be held this summer in Dallas, Texas. We get to see all of our wreath friends again, and if you want to be a wreath friend, you need to come. I know some people can't, but you'll still be my friends. You'll still be my wreath friend. What form of Gorilla Glue do I use? It's just a glue sticks. Just the glue sticks. I'm just separating these a little bit more, I think. Let's see, I might keep this one long. Anybody else just love an airy wreath? An airy, you know, where the wind blows and the greenery on your wreath, you know, blows a little bit in the wind, and it sort of just brings the whole thing to life. Just going to double this up. Go to wreathmakersalive.com for ticket information, wreathmakersalive.com. All right, so we're going to start adding. I'm just going to fill in wherever I think I need some more white. So let's work some over here. Y'all are going to be so surprised how quick and fast this wreath comes together. These are the wreaths I love selling on my Etsy shop because I'm like, ooh, that's no time at all to make. Let's see if I made this one too long. And one last piece. Do I want it here or do I want it here? All right, so now I'm just going to go through and shape a little bit more, making sure everything gets spread out. Let's add that one up there. And I can see my florals. And there we have it. Now, how fun was that and easy? So that's just a little wreath hack for you. The pros don't tell you. Start with a pre-made wreath. Add your florals to make it your own. And you could do it for any season or any holiday. You can make it any color you want. How'd y'all like that idea? Quick and easy. So if I needed to, I mean, I could pre-make all of these for my Etsy shop. or I can make one listed online, which is exactly what I did. And as they sell, I make them. This is the third one I've made this week, and it's my last one. I've sold out of them. All right, let's see if I missed any questions. The greenery wreath came, it was a wholesale. I got it from wholesale. I got all of this from wholesale. But you can use this same idea, go into your Michael's or your, help me out here, where else? Where else? Michael's, Hobby Lobby, your Joann's, and just find some of these like wild and airy, or it could even be a floral wreath. It could be a wreath made out of mums or a wreath made out of peonies, and you add your own. You could add a bow if you want a bow. You could easily put a burlap bow on here and it would be really pretty for a farmhouse look. But I just like the natural look to it, so it's very natural. I see the grapevine through the wreath. I'm okay with that. I just love that look. You don't want to see any of the picks or the glue or anything, and here is the back. But it just comes together very fast. But they have a lot of pre-made wreaths in the craft stores, and you can add to them and make them your own. All right, guys, how much are you willing to spend on a pre-made wreath? It doesn't matter because the customer is going to pay for it. So I would say know who your ideal customer is. You don't want to obviously price out of their price range. Knowing who your ideal customers are, it helps you to determine what type of pricing you can do with your wreaths. You always want to price for profit, right? You always want to price for profit. So if your wreath costs more than what you think your ideal customers are going to buy, then you need to try to figure out a different way, maybe using a lesser quality floral or you know, something like that. For me, my customer base is a little on the higher end. I think that's also the way I've developed it and tried to market to them. I knew the customer I wanted to have, and so I found ways to market to them. So in order to get those price points that I want to get, I do love, I mean, I don't know, God just made me this way. I like the high-end look, the quality look. That's just me. There's nothing wrong with any of the other. You know, there's nothing wrong with, if you want to buy your flowers from, you know, the Dollar General, or if you want to go to, you know, buy them from the Goodwill. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Believe me, I have been there in my life. So just find what your customer would appreciate and can buy, and that's where you start crafting, is to fit within that price point. So you know who your customers are. If you're in your area and it's a little, you know, you kind of know who in your area what they'll spend. But if you go take your business online, it opens up the whole world to your wreath business. So there's that. Again, yeah, go to wreathmakerslive.com to join. It's got a lot of business and a lot of crafting and making, a lot of tips for getting started. If you're already established, we've got a lot of training for how to optimize. This year's theme is diversification. So we're trying to teach you how to diversify in your business, how to diversify in your designs, and how to diversify in your relationships, okay? So head over to wreathmakerslive.com. We'd love to see you this summer. All right, you guys, I think that was it. Just a quick video to say hey and to make a quick design for y'all and let you know that not everything has to be over the top and very elaborate. It can be very simple.